Direct from Music City, this is Live from Nashville.
Good gracious alive. Well, what do you know? Let's blow this pop stand, 'cause mayor's it owes. Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle if you make like a tree and leave. I love it when you talk old time to me. Don't touch that dial, just hold the phone. When the cat's away or when in Rome, quit horsing around, not my cup of tea. I love it when you talk old time to me. Some girls live for sweet nothings, but I meant when you say I'd gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today. Well, son of a gun, the gang's all here. I'll give you the shirt off my back if you lend me an ear. I'm over the moon, my dance card is free. I love it when you talk old time to me. Some girls live for sweet nothings, but I meant when you say I'd gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today. Well, son of a gun, the gang's on here. I'll give you the shirt off my back if you lend me an ear. I'm over the moon, my dance card is free. I love it when you talk old time to me. I love it when you talk old time to me.
Good gracious alive, the Carolyn Sills combo. From Nashville, Tennessee, I'm your host, Gary Holt. Joining me is the lovely co-host of the show, my wife, Mary Kaye. Hey, darling, how are you?
Hey, I'm great. I'm great. I feel like we have the perfect guest on to welcome the new spring weather. We're big fans of these guys, and their music is just going to brighten everybody's day.
It is a great group, and we are tickled to death to have Stacey Lee and Shane Guse joining us today. It's all going to be Western swing today. I'm kind of excited about that. I love Western swing, so we're going to be swinging.
It's the candy of Western music.
Hey, amen, amen. Well, we're going to talk with Stacey Lee and Shane in just a moment, but right now, let's take a listen to this, and we'll come right back. You're listening to Live from Nashville.
Howie Mandel here. You know, folks, I'm a man of so many talents. I'm a comedian, actor, game show host, podcaster, but even I can't juggle all the amazing products from Espana Silk. This isn't just another skincare line, folks. Espana Silk has a whole universe of amazing products for humans, animals, you name it. We're talking shampoos, conditioners, detanglers, topical sprays, and even a waterless shampoo. From dogs to cats to horses to humans and more. Just pure, silky perfection. Head over to EspanaProducts.com and use the code Howie10 for 10% off.
I like you up in my business. honey, cause can't you see I got every little thing you want? Happy chickens lay more eggs. Hugger up that beak, give me something sweet, and I'll knock you off of them little feet. Wanna get lucky, plucky, there's some rule round rules and regs. Happy chickens lay more eggs. I tell you, now you and me, we used to be a spicy recipe. Hotter than the double high, that good old head bees. But you've been getting your kicks chasing other chicks, and I'm holding down this farm. You ain't home tonight before the daylight. There's a chopping block back behind this barn. Happy chickens lay more eggs. Bugger up that beak, give me something sweet, and I'll knock you off of them little feet. Wanna get lucky, plucky, there's some rule round rules and regs. Happy chickens lay more eggs. Lay more eggs. Give me something sweet to peck on the cheek, and I'll knock you off of them skinny feet. Wanna get lucky, plucky, there's some rule round rules and regs. Happy chickens lay more eggs. Happy chickens lay more eggs. Oh, happy chickens lay more eggs.
Oh my gosh, what a great song. Y'all, that was amazing. Absolutely. The guitar solo was just breathtaking. And Stacey, I mean, how can you sing that fast?
You know what? I ask myself that question every single time we perform that song. Although it's really fun to sing it fast. If we sing it too slow, then it kind of,
Yeah.
Well, I love the song. I love
It's
the
so
song.
great.
And I had to cluck when we came back on. It was just too much fun.
I think I laid an egg.
Yeah,
Stacey Lee
definitely.
and Shane Guse, it's so good to have you guys with
Yes.
us.
Oh,
It's always good to be here.
It's good
We're
to see your
tickled
sweet
to have
faces.
you.
Yeah, we get to see
I-
you.
Well, it's good to
No.
see you guys. You
I
look
know, I
great.
wore my howdy hat and everything for you.
Oh,
I
I
love it.
love
I love it.
Well,
I love
howdy,
it.
neighbor.
I gotta tell you right now, Mary Kaye always talks about you, Stacey Lee.
I do.
She says one of the most beautiful voices in music
Yes.
today.
And I just
Sure, this-
love your performance outfits. I just think you're so stinking cute.
Thank you. Thank you. Most of the time in the videos, I am pretty stinky too. Like it's,
And Shane, you're okay too, by the
Yeah,
way.
thank
We're,
you.
we're not gonna slight you on this thing.
I'll renew his option for another year.
Yeah. Well, you guys are some of our favorites to have on the show, and we appreciate you joining us.
Super
You know,
talented.
we were talking a little bit earlier because we are now on YouTube as well as on all the streaming platforms. We thought we'd kind of back up just a little bit and go back and find out how the two of you guys met.
How we
This
met.
is Shane Guse's favorite story, Gary.
It's a good
He used to
story.
tell it on stage all the time. Go ahead.
So many years ago,
Once upon a time.
I was playing in a band, and we were playing. It was country night at the university. We have two universities and a big college where we live here, so it's a bit of a university town. So we were playing. It was country night at the one university at Wilfrid Laurier University, and I was playing with this band. Ironically, well, not ironically, but just interestingly enough, two of the guys that were playing in the band with me that night are Jimmy and Ed, who also play in Western Swing Authority. So I've known them all this.
Very cool.
And anyways, it was break time, and I went down to talk to a couple friends of mine, and this girl walks up to me, and she says, "Hey, can I talk to you for a minute?" And I was like, "Yeah." And so we kind of step aside, and she starts telling me how she's new in town and that she's a singer and she's looking for bands to play in. And I was like, I was no dummy. I was like, well, you know, I know lots of people in town. You should give me your phone number.
Nice, Shane.
And I was green as the day is long, and I
So
gave
you
it.
did. Yeah.
Oh, my
This
goodness.
was before the days of, you know, handing over your phone. So it was, you know, write it on a napkin. kind of
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So she did, and then off she went, and I went back, and I'll never forget because the two guys I was talking to, they looked at me and went, "How did you do that?" I said, "Pays to be in the band, guys. Pays to be in the band."
Gosh.
So we went out on a date.
We did.
Well, not long. I wasn't even sure if it was a date at first, or she was just looking for a gig, but it was.
Turns out it was both, apparently.
Whoa.
It was you.
It was a match made in music heaven.
Wow.
I love it.
So how long after you had that first date did you come and become part of the band?
Oh, well, the band didn't come.
Actually, I became part of the band that he was in that night.
Right, right.
So that was pretty quick.
That's true.
Oh,
So that
wow.
You got up on stage and sang that
Not
night.
that night, but very, very soon after.
But not long after that,
Yeah.
Stacey
Wow.
was. Yeah. So we went out like a week later or something. We went to see.
I skipped my night class.
As one does when there's a gig.
Because when you fall in love,
And there's
Yeah.
a cute
there's a-
guitar player involved.
yeah, there's a cute fiddle player just waiting for you on the other end.
And we went out to see. There was a guy named Mel Brown that lived in town, and he was like the real deal Mississippi blues man. He was, and everybody went to go see this band. They would play on Tuesday nights, and all the musicians would go and
Yeah.
check out this band.
Because Jimmy also played with
And
him.
Jimmy also played.
Okay.
Because
Wow.
we all play with so many different people. Like this is kind of the way that it works in this city, you
Mhm.
know.
So, anyways, then when we went in, and the guy who was the leader of the band where we met the night we met, he was there, and so between him and Jimmy, I barely got to talk to Stacey all night because they were just all over. And then he kind of put her on the spot that
He
night.
did.
He's like, "Oh, you should sing
Out
this
in
song."
Out in the parking lot. And he's like, well, you're a singer. You should sing. And so I picked, of course, I said, well, I don't know. Like, what do you want me to sing? And I think I picked Crazy.
Oh, wow.
Right.
Mhm.
And
Then he hired her for a gig.
then he hired me for a gig.
That's awesome.
Wow, that's
That is
awesome.
awesome. That is awesome.
We played in that band for a number of years together. And then you did Lace.
Yep, and I did
there was a
Lace.
3-girl group that Stacey was a part of, and they were signed to Warner,
Yeah.
and they
That's
did all sorts of
That's a
crazy.
big
Wow.
deal, Stacey
It was a
Lee.
big deal. Yeah. We opened for Merle Haggard and we played
Yeah.
George Strait Festival. We did a whole bunch of stuff with that conglomerate.
Very cool band name too, Lace.
Yeah, it
Female
was an
band, yeah.
neat
They
experience.
did a Hardee's commercial.
We did a
too.
Hardee's commercial.
I could get you a copy of
Do
that.
not.
Oh, wow. Send us one. Send
Do
us one.
not.
I could use a
The
Hardee's
next show,
tonight,
the next
by the way.
show.
I could use a Hardee's tonight.
Anyway, so we did all sorts of different things, but the band didn't come about until
Was it 16 years ago? 17 years ago.
Oh, going on 17
Going on
years.
17
Well,
years.
wait, let's back up just a minute. So you met.
We met
okay,
first.
We met.
We were
So-
married.
You got married.
Yeah, we got married, and so we and all like we did all these other things, but before the Western Swing Authority ever came to be,
Before
Wow.
Western Swing Authority even existed, we did all these things musically
So-
together.
we were married, and I'd always loved Western Swing music, always.
Yeah.
Okay.
From the time I was a kid, and I would Sleep at the Wheel was my favorite band ever, and then a
But
friend,
I had only actually learned of Western Swing from you.
That's
I really
so
have-
surprising because you're wow.
Yeah, I didn't have much experience with it at all, other than what he would listen to when we were dating. So anyway, continue on.
so a friend of mine showed up
Hold
one
my arm
night.
here.
A friend of mine showed up one night with that a DVD of the PBS special, The Time Jumpers. And
Okay.
so up until this point, you have to understand that I constantly would lament and complain about the fact that there were no bands up here that played that kind of music. And I was like,
Right.
man, I wish I want to play with a band that plays that kind of music. And then that DVD showed up at my doorstep, and I'm watching it. And that night I'm watching it, and I'm like, man, I just wish there was somebody here who did that. Because, man, it's like, I can't believe nobody does this stuff. It's so great. I want to play that music. And she got tired of me complaining about it and went, well, why don't you just make one then?
Wow.
And so we did.
Wow.
That's how it
Wow.
came to be.
But
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
How did you find your players? Did you just-
Again, all guys that we knew, and like I don't know if most of them knew one another, but we hadn't all been in a room together for sure.
our first gig that we played was our like That was the first time we played together was our gig.
And
We didn't
Shane-
have any rehearsals or anything like
Wow.
that. We just kind of sent out lists of
But-
songs and went,
And you can do that with the right players. But Shane,
Yeah.
can you explain to our audience why Western swing is such a niche
Yeah.
musicality? Not every musician you can just throw into Western swing.
No,
Can you
it's true. I
explain why?
definitely had specific people in mind when we were talking about it. But he did send out to all those people, and everybody came back and was immediate yes. And they're like,
Oh,
"Yeah,
wow.
I want to do that." But yeah, it is a niche music, right? It's such a hybrid music too, right? Because it pulls from so many different things, right? There's this real, you've got the fiddle element, so you've got the polka, you've got the mariachi, you've got the kind of like a country
Tejano.
element, and then there's the
Yeah.
whole jazz and swing, big band,
Right.
that right,
Mhm.
which was the pop music of the day when they were doing it originally, and so you take all these things and you just put it together, and it's such, I don't know. The first time I heard it, it was like, oh, it has all the things I love. It
Yeah.
all mushed into one thing in one package, and ever since I've just been,
That's it.
I've loved it.
And it makes you dance. And he's a great dancer.
It is good.
Oh.
It's great music for dancing. It's generally pretty happy music. Even the sad songs are
That's true. It's
generally are almost a
happy-
little happy.
We
The
can still
happiest
have
songs,
tickets,
sad
and I
songs
was
you've
watching
ever
Mary Kay dancing through the whole Happy Chicken. So,
That's it. That's it.
so Bob Wills was a big Western swing guy.
That's
He
it.
was the man.
Oh, yeah.
And
Milton
I was
Brown and the
watching-
Brownies was
Mhm.
before.
Yeah,
Was
Oh, yeah.
before. How were they connected? That was
Milton Brown and the Brownies. Well, Bob and Milton played together originally.
Okay, that's what
Okay.
I thought. I thought there
Right.
was a connection.
They played
Yeah.
together originally, and it was Milton. And I think Milton was being set up to be the guy.
Yeah.
Until he died in that car accident, and then Bob sort of took over the reins, and then he became the guy. And
Yeah.
and I because Milton was, I think, originally the guy that, what do they say? Bob was the king of Western swing. Milton was the father.
Yeah.
I love that.
yeah,
I love
yeah.
that.
I love Westerns. I love old Westerns.
Yeah.
So I was sitting back watching a Western one day, and lo and behold, there was Bob Wills riding horseback with a posse
know.
and leading the posse, and
I
then of
love
course he had to do a little music along.
Of
the way,
course.
too.
Of course. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was just so cool just to see him, because he was actually playing a cowboy,
Yeah.
and it was just
I
great
love
to watch that. I want to get to some music.
Yes,
Sure.
sir.
Besides Happy Chicken, and we are in the spring of the year.
Oh,
Oh,
today,
We have
66 degrees here.
unbelievable,
Oh, I love it.
Just beautiful.
yeah.
unbelievable.
Sunshine
it's-
and warm and
We had enough warm days to melt majority of the snow, which has been wonderful, except that it's going to come back on Thursday. But I don't think it's
Well, this is the
Enjoy
perfect
it while you
song
can.
then.
that's
Well,
it.
this is a great song. So you got a little snow, and you got some beautiful flowers, and I'm just going to throw this out there. We are on all the streaming platforms. We're on iHeart and Apple and Spotify. This will be our, I think, 8th show
Yes.
to be on YouTube.
right on.
So for the folks that are listening around the world, if you have not found our YouTube channel yet, go and visit it. That's Equestrian Legacy Radio, or you can go to our website, equestrianlegacy.net, and our shows are there under Equestrian Legacy TV, which
That's
is
it.
kind
You
of
should just subscribe to that.
and subscribe
Yes.
subscribe to it. And by the way, I found all of the videos that we're going to show on your channel.
I'm really glad you didn't go looking for that commercial. So
But we're gonna encourage people to go and subscribe to your channel as well.
Yes.
because
That would be fantastic.
Thank
we
you
love
so
it.
You've got
much.
a great channel. But anyway, we're gonna play this video and this song. It's called Spring. We're gonna come back and talk with Stacey Lee and Shane Guse. You're listening to Live from Nashville, heard around the world on iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and most streaming platforms. Just look for Equestrian Legacy Radio. We'll be right back.
days are getting shorter and it's cold. It's got you feeling kind of tired, kind of old. With every lovely leaf that's falling, another sad, sweet memory entwines its icy fingers round the heart inside of me. But then in just a little while you're gonna see that little pebble on the ground, it was a seed. Spring before you know it, and everything's gonna be fine. Just a little while you're gonna see that little pebble on the ground, it was a seed. You can water it with teardrops when the sunshine shines again. It'll be spring, it's gonna be spring. It'll be spring before you know it. Everything's gonna be fine. It's spring.
I love it.
Oh,
Wow, that is
I
so
love it.
special.
Good thing we found Stacy in the woods afterwards. We got to bring her home. We lost her.
No, it's a perfect.
that'd have been a very different video.
Oh gosh.
It's a perfect example of how, like, even a sad song in Western swing is happy.
Right? It kind of
Yeah, that was
gives
kind
you
of a thoughtful
warm
ballad. But
fuzzies,
it was,
the swishy.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Well, it's so
I
cool
love it.
because I'm sitting there watching my wife and she's just holding her hands.
I
with
know,
me.
it's just
You
so
know, it's like,
pretty.
oh, this is awesome. I love it. I love
I
it.
think it's so interesting, Stacey, that you were not familiar with Western swing, and your voice is so suited for it.
I think that's what I like the best about something like Western swing, because I've loved country music for a really long time, but before I had met Shane, I was really more into the pop side of things. And but what I love about Western swing is that it brings in all of that big band. And my grandparents listened to big band music all the time. They would dance around their living room, and that was a huge part. Every Sunday I'd be listening to that music. And my dad was a huge R&B and Motown fan.
Oh wow.
And I grew up doing theater. So it was like,
What a surprise.
just a chameleon kind of music that as soon as you add country into all of the other interpretations that I like to sing, I mean, it was just such a natural progression. And I mean, you just can't deny it. It's very lyrical. It's very, it's fun to improvise with your voice. It's got some of those jazz things. Like, I just love it all. And so it's a kind of music where I can do it all, right?
Oh, that's
Oh,
awesome.
it's so fun.
Shane, how did you pick up the violin or the fiddle?
The fiddle. I got started with the fiddle, I guess, because of my grandfather, really, which he wasn't a fiddle player, but he loved fiddle music.
Yeah.
So, and we spent a lot of time. He had a farm about an hour and a change from here, and there's a big fiddle contest here in the summer, in the beginning of August. It would be the Canadian national champion, and so he knew all the fiddlers, and they would all come on their way to the contest in Shelburne, and they'd stop at his farm the Thursday night before the contest, and everyone would have their trailers and whatever they were camping for the weekend, and they would park them in their orchard. They'd build a big dance floor out the back of the house.
Wow.
And the back porch would be like a stage, and it would just be fiddle music all night.
So
and
the
they
pregame,
would
the
dance,
tailgate party for the.
and they'd party till the sun came up.
Oh,
That
wow.
is incredible.
And they knew him because he was so he was a step dancer. He's a farmer, but he was also a step dancer, and he was the guy that won the first time they ever did the Canadian Open.
There's a picture of him here somewhere,
There's a picture
too,
of him
right
on the wall over there.
I'll have to
And
find it, see if I can grab it.
he kind of had, that was his claim to fame. He's the first person to ever win that competition, and he ended up doing a bunch of guest spots on a really popular television show up here called the Don Messer Show.
Oh, wow.
Don Messer was a fiddler, from the East Coast, and he had a television show that was really popular on CBC, and so he would be flown out and do guest spots on that show as well. So all the fiddlers, he knew all the fiddlers, and they all knew him.
Oh, that's
Just
awesome.
just a quick question. So step dancing, is that clogging or tapping? Like in the American
Actually,
version?
Neither. It's actually.
It's a little bit different. So I would say it's sort of in the middle, but it is more of there's two different styles. There's like an East Coast.
I gotta look this up.
Style, but there would also be like an Ottawa Valley style.
Oh my gosh.
And so
is it a Canadian style of dance?
I would say it's closer to Irish step dancing
Okay.
than clogging, but there's more movement. It's not quite as rigid.
Very cool. Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up. And then the other question I had for you, a lot of us, when we were in elementary school, we were put through piano lessons, and we learned to read the notes and play the notes. So when a fiddle was put in your hands, did you learn to read the notes, or did you learn to play the chords?
That's a good question.
That's a good question, and this is gonna out you a little bit.
Okay.
You do both now,
can do
but
both
at the
now.
time, no. So
Which is hilarious because I'm exactly the same way.
I wanted to play the fiddle, because I'd been around all these other fiddle players. I really wanted to play, so I was begging my parents for a fiddle, because to me that was the electric guitar for most kids, right? That was like, but for me it was the fiddle. Yeah.
Love that.
We took lessons, and no, I was definitely the kid with the ear
Yeah.
that did not. So I would pick things up really quickly by ear. And so what I would do is my sister also plays. And so when we would go for our lesson, I would strategically have her go in to do the lesson first. And then I would sit at the doorway and listen to her lesson and what they were doing, and sort of pick up what it was, so that when I went in, I could play it, even though I didn't. And then I had this teacher. I had many teachers over the years, but this one in particular was the one that sort of got me on track with the reading of the music, because I was playing this piece and she just stopped playing, hands hammered down on the piano. And she went, "Where are you?" And I was like, I don't know. I couldn't answer where I was. And so she
In the
caught me.
living room?
Yeah.
In the living room. Yeah, that's a good answer.
That's
Good
not
answer.
what she meant. She meant on the page, but
I used to do exactly the same thing in my piano lessons, and I would make my sister go in first, and then I would get the teacher to play through everything one time, and then I would play it back for her. Now I don't play piano anymore, but I still do the same thing when I sing.
My children, two of my children, my daughter took piano lessons. She was terrible. My son took after his grandfather. He could play by ear.
Yep.
And
That's my
so it
sister.
would just irritate her to death, because she was taking lessons, and then he'd just sit down and start playing. And it didn't make any difference whether it was a piano, a guitar, a flute, whatever it was.
God, don't you want to just punch those people?
Yeah.
Yes. I
It
mean,
is
We
pretty
are those
special.
people, so.
pretty special.
But I know you read music now, because I noticed in the video, when you hear that twin fiddle playing, I see you reading the music.
Well, actually, we weren't reading. There's no written. I don't think there's any written music on there.
I was
Any
still
notation.
wrong.
I think they're just all number charts.
Wow. And so twin fiddle is a little difficult to do that with, because you do have to be kind of playing harmony to another fiddle. That means you need to be playing.
Yes, you have to be in line with one another.
Mhm.
So for particular song, we definitely did work out the parts
Yeah.
Why's that, Shane?
because Stacey was very particular about what she wanted.
Stacey wrote a song with a very particular melody that she wanted to hear, and
Oh.
that particular melody was not written on a fiddle, so it was very.
Oh,
It was,
okay.
I remember there were a couple of times where I've
Well, not that one, it's
and
It was the other one. It
the
was
other one.
There was
Oh,
another
gosh.
piece, and there at the end of it, she had this thing that she said, "I want you to play this," and I ended up just playing it myself because
You did.
and it took me a while. I was like, this does not sit naturally at all. It's
This
a really
is
cool
not a-
melody,
Yeah,
but I was like, boy, this does not sit.
it's really good for a
Natural.
singer, really
So,
bad
now.
for a fiddle.
Now, the tongue was like, whoa, why am I having so
Oh,
much?
gosh. Hey, I wanted to ask you, do you know Twin Kennedy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure
Yeah, but they live here in Nashville now.
do. I do know that.
And so one is great with the guitar, the other is a
The other one's
phenomenal
the
fiddler.
fiddle,
player.
that's right.
Yeah. And I think
Phenomenal.
she's won several awards in Canada.
She has.
There's a lot of
First,
really cool people that have relocated down to where you guys are, but
Mhm.
yeah.
I think the
Come on,
Canadians do
Come on.
such a great job. Y'all,
come on now.
you do a great job of supporting your artists in Canada. I've always admired that and low-key been jealous
Ah,
of the way that the arts are supported in your country with
You know-
Well-
grants and with
Right.
opportunities.
A little bit different here in the United States now, where we cancel all funding for NPR and PBS.
Oh.
And
Starting to happen
we
here.
won't get in. We
Yeah.
won't get into all of
and
that.
yeah, because that's a real sore topic. It's starting to happen here, and we've always been pretty proud of that too. And
Yeah,
Yeah.
the arts are important.
is over
Yeah.
this last couple of years that have
So important.
taken some of that away. Especially in schools, we're finding that a lot of the schools are they're losing arts programs left and right. And
Mhm.
goodness, state of the world today, we need music.
We need
We
we need
do.
We
music.
need
We
music.
need
We
art.
need artists. We need every.
We need those all-night dances in the orchard
Oh,
where Shane
yes.
grew up with musicians playing through the night, because that's where young people would learn to play their
Yeah.
instruments. And
That's
now
it.
we're all
That's
watching
what-
our phones,
We
That's
need
totally right. It's
to.
what puts the fire under you, right? You see
Yeah.
that, and you see that people playing music and having fun and enjoying. Like
And
that's what makes you want to
that's what
do
makes
it.
you
Yeah,
say,
you want to
It
be a
is.
part of it. Yeah.
We need to dance with Who Brung You, and we're going to do that and be back in just
All
a
right.
moment on Live from Nashville.
Smacking the bow, dragging the bow. I finally don't have to use my kazoo.
Got to dance with who brung you, swing with who swung you. Don't be a fickle fool. You came here with a gal who has always been your pal.
That's me.
Don't you leave her for the first unattached girl, that just ain't cool. You gotta dance with who brung you, swing with who swung you. I think no 40-yard dash. In it for the long run. In the long run, you'll have more fun if you dance with who brought you to the fair.
I had a friend from Texas, really had some style. He sang good old western swing and drove 'em wild.
And a talent scout from Vegas said, boy, dress and sing this way. In one short year, he's broken in L.A. Yeah, you gotta dance with who brought you, swing with who swung you. I think no 40-yard dash. I'll be in it for the long run. In the long run, you'll have more fun if you dance with who brought you to the fair.
careful what you wish for, 'cause you just might get the hold on me.
Be sure what you want is really something you can use. Or you might wind up out there just singing the blues. Yeah, you gotta dance with him brung you, swing with him swung you. I think nobody are dead. Be in it for the long run. In the long run, you'll have more fun if you dance with him brung you, swing with him swung you. Yeah, dance with him brung you to the bed. Dance with it brung you.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
That's how you do it.
We were
That's how
both
you
commenting that we have a lot more hair now than we did.
That's good.
That's
Yeah.
good.
You have more hair than
On the
less
other
hair.
way.
That's true. It could have went the other way. So
Yes.
Mine does. Mine does.
Oh,
Unfortunately. Well, I was going to ask. You guys have come to Nashville a few times. I think
Yeah.
you've played on the Grand Ole Opry.
I have played on the Grand Ole Opry, and
I still have not.
I would
Well,
love it.
it's
The band
coming.
has not done
The
it.
band
That
has
is
not done it, and that's a huge
bucket list.
bucket list for
Oh,
us.
yeah,
if you
that's
know anybody,
heaven.
man, I'll
Yes.
tell you, we'll come. You just say the
All
word.
right,
'Cause I would-
I'll put the word out.
I
Okay.
would love to have the band play the Opry. I got to play it with an artist. There's an artist up here that I work with by the name of Dean Brody, and Dean was he's been on it a few times, but anyways, he was going to. We were going down. We were in the States to do another show, and then while we were there, he was invited to go on the
So
Opry,
cool
and
is that?
I got to go, which was great.
That is pretty cool. Well, you were down here 8 years ago today
That's right.
to
We had a
celebrate.
really cool thing happen.
Tell us about that.
Oh, I was sitting on the couch and I was just about to go to bed. 8 years and a week ago, I would say,
Yeah,
about
a week.
and I got a message in my inbox from Jimmy Mattingly, and he's a fiddle player who works with Garth, and I had the opportunity to play with him doing a show at Fallsview Casino.
Okay.
And on a couple of bluegrass things, and so we'd gotten to know each other, and he sent me a message over Facebook and went, "Are you busy on March 9th or March 10th or whatever it was?" And
So this is the week out.
This
a
is
week out, about a week out, maybe a week and a half. I'm trying to remember. It was not long.
It's not long.
Are you busy next week? And I don't know if you can, if you are, but I think it might be a good idea, a good thing if you were free. And so we were like, yeah, we're around. What's up? And so he's like, "Can I give you a call?" And so he called us, and at that point he said that he had thrown our name, the Western Swing Authority, in the hat for a party for Garth Brooks' manager, Bob Doyle. Apparently it was Bob's 70th birth, 75th? I think it was 70th.
I don't remember.
We don't remember how old he was.
Yeah.
But it was 8 years ago, so do the math.
So yeah, it was his birthday. They were having a big party.
Yeah.
And he said,
And he loved Western swing music.
so he wanted to have a Western swing band. And I gathered they had asked the Time Jumpers, and the Time Jumpers were not available
that day.
Wow.
They kind of put it together. I think I gather it was all quite last minute.
Yeah.
And so he's like, so anyways, I told him they should call you guys. And I was like, that's
Holy crap!
great. In my mind, I was thinking, oh, how are we going to pull this together in a week? Only because, I'd have gone in 5 minutes.
Totally. But there's so many rules for Canadians.
A process to go through. Yeah.
And so we had to do some pretty fancy footwork and get, special speedy delivery of things from the union and everything. And, as soon as we got across the border to do it, it was, it was wonderful. And we had the best time. And,
just
Okay, drop some names. Who was there?
Okay, Garth Brooks was in the
Garth,
audience.
First name dropped.
Yearwood.
Oh,
My
wow.
favorite.
Boom.
Steve Warner
Steve
was
Warner and
Wow.
Okay.
there. His wife were there.
Jenny,
There was a whole
there's-
bunch of people. Like it was like
Wow.
it was so
it's
cool.
the cream
though.
of the crop. It
Be-
was just awesome.
I mean, how many times have you seen these people on television, or you sat and watched them on stage, and now you're on stage and you're looking out at them,
But they
Looking
were
at you.
looking at us, and it was so cool.
and
to
they
be-
were a great audience, like because
they
they
were bopping.
got it, like they totally got
Musicians
it.
love, yeah. It's
And
great
so-
to play for other musicians. It's
We had a-
intimidating, but it's great.
So I got to ask, where was this taking place?
It was at
Oh, what
the
was it?
the Standard.
The
Is that right?
Standard Hotel
No, it wasn't a hotel, but it was
or
the
the
Standard.
Standard
There was like a
Ballroom?
room in the back. I'm sure it was called the Standard. I don't know.
It's a little bit. It's a little boutique, like hotel ballroom
Okay.
type thing
Okay.
in downtown
in
Nashville.
downtown Nashville.
And so in the back, like I mean, there was probably between
100, like
between
200?
100 and 200 people
Yeah,
there.
it
That was
It
wasn't
crazy.
big, but great, like beautiful spot. But I'm sure it was
Yeah.
Standard. That's what
Yeah.
it was called.
And
That's
and
awesome.
we had a blast. And about halfway, was it halfway through the show or right at the beginning, where somebody unplugged the console, the sound console, to charge their cell phone.
So,
Oh,
And
jeez.
so we're up on stage playing, and Trisha Yearwood's looking at me going,
Oh,
because all of the microphones were off, everything was off, and I'm running down to the console and saying, "Play another instrumental." And we kept on playing, kept on playing.
played
Wow.
played a couple instrumentals. and
Finally,
then
everything booted back up
the
again.
guy
It was all fine.
The guy goes,
Wow.
I'm afraid if I just restart, it's going to make a big boom or something. I said, I
It's
don't
making
care
no
what it
sound
does.
right now. Make a big boom.
Oh gosh, that's
It was
awesome.
a good night. And I remember
It's fun.
them telling us, well, you guys, be ready because you never know who's going to jump up on stage and want to do a song. And I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
okay.
Wow.
But
But they
didn't.
never did.
They never
They
did.
never did.
Could have
They
happily
never
had them
did.
up,
They
but they
just
never did.
watched.
They
It
just
was-
watched and danced and had a good time.
Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. Well, you guys are absolutely phenomenal. You
Really
really
are.
are. You really
Wow.
are. And I love your music. I love having you guys on the show. And I love when we're swinging from the rafters,
Oh,
My
yeah.
which we
favorite.
are about to do.
Yes.
Mary Kaye will be dancing her feet off. But this is Swinging from the Rafters. We're talking with Stacey Lee and Sean Guse, the originators of the Western Swing Authority. We'll be right back.
There's a place down by the water, muddy, muddy water by the trestle track, where the big band plays on Saturdays and the rum runs thick and fast.
Swinging from the rafters, boots and skirts and bolo ties. Come dance your girl through the curling smoke of this unholy sight. Swinging from the rafters, we wait all week long to go back in time just for a night when living like this was wrong. Swinging from the rafters, slide your feet to the fiddle and bass. When you run into the sheriff, don't you whisper about this,
Well, now Jimmy, he grows poppies in his field out back. Oh, but we don't talk about it, because he's a dangerous cat.
Ooh, at his barn we party, steel guitar and Leonard Wood. The best big band in 5 counties, you ought to hear that drum roll. Swinging from the rafters, we wait all week long to go back in time just for a night when living like this was wrong. Swinging from the rafters, slide your feet to the fiddle and bass. When you go to church on Sunday, don't you whisper about this.
But now everybody's welcome, but you best not take the chance. Cause if Jimmy finds you sneaking around, he's gonna
make you dance. You'll be swinging from the rafters. We wait all week long to go back in time just for a night. We're living like this was wrong. Swinging from the rafters, slide your feet to the fiddle and bass. When you run into the sheriff, don't you whisper about this place. And when you go to church on Sunday, don't you whisper about this place. No, no.
Absolutely the bestest. Absolutely the bestest. I
Oh,
love
that
that.
is funny. Man, we were just having a hoot watching that video.
Because I'm sure if you don't, there's a story that goes with why this, right?
There's a toilet paper
I'm
tube.
singing
if you
into the toilet
noticed.
paper tube.
Yeah, I didn't get that either. I was like, what's going
You
on?
wouldn't unless you.
That's what we were laughing about. I'm like, I hope we said
I think so. On that DVD, I think we do maybe tell the story, but maybe we don't. I don't know. But I know it live. We've
it's
often
even
told the
funnier
story.
if we don't.
So that song,
It's like, what
we
are
wrote
they
that
doing?
song, and it was on an album called Big Deal. And
Okay.
on Deal, we had guests on every song. So we had guests that were either people that really inspired us. So when we did Dance With Your Brung-Ya, Ray Benson was on there,
Right.
which was a huge deal for me. And we had Jane
Jane
Monheit
Monheit
singing with
Mississippi,
Stacey.
and
And in that song, we had a Canadian artist by the name of Danny Michelle. We said, "Oh, we want you to do the spoken thing at the beginning, and just do like a real like Tom
we
Waits kind of thing."
want to hear like a circus performer kind of
Yeah.
thing. Like just make it creepy and weird.
So we didn't get to have him in the studio with us. We just had to send him the track, and when he sent it back, it had this effect on it that kind of sounded like this. And so I was like, "Man, that sounds really cool. Thanks, Danny, for doing that. That's really awesome." I said, "What did you do to make your voice like that?" I assumed he was going to tell me some sort of plug-in or something. And he's like, "Oh, I sang through a toilet paper tube." So that's why.
So every time we sang that song for years, we'd have to bring a toilet paper tube with us. We wouldn't sing it.
I can just see y'all setting up. Who brought the toilet paper tube?
That was me every time, and I'd be like, the good news is
gosh.
you can always find one. Doesn't matter where you
You
are.
can always find one.
A good
If you
point.
forget one, you
That's
can
cool.
always.
Now we
Yeah.
have this
So
just
cool.
like industrial strength. It's like
Yeah.
really hard.
That's right. But
Oh, gosh.
we did one with Miss Carolyn too.
Yeah, Carolyn Martin is on
Carolyn
that
Martin
record.
and I wrote a
Yeah.
Carolyn's
We've
voice.
played that in the past, and love Carolyn Martin. I mean,
Yeah.
we do too.
Hard not to love.
if
Carolyn.
I could get the three of you ladies together, Mary Kay,
Oh,
Carolyn Martin,
yeah.
Stacey
That'd be
Lee,
fun.
Hello.
it would be awesome. It would
I'd
be
make the drive
absolutely
for that.
Yeah. I would too.
So when you coming to Nashville again?
Oh, well, yeah. You know what?
Never know.
Never know.
Yeah, it could be next week.
Could be next week.
Yeah, that's true. You never know.
Depends on the phone call, huh? I guess. I don't
That's
know.
it. Things
I don't
happen
know.
quickly.
Yeah.
Well, they do happen quickly. So where are you guys performing next?
Our next show
Our
is
next show is the award show, isn't it?
no. Our next show is
Our next show's in Brantford.
Ontario.
That's right.
Which is not
Oh,
that
nice.
far away from us. We just did one up in Kingston, which is far from us.
Yeah, it's about 4 hours east.
4 hours and change east. And then, but Brantford, Ontario is where we are next.
Mhm.
And then we're at the Country Music Association Ontario Awards, where
We'll be the backing band.
we play. We always play a song of ours, but
Yeah.
we for the last I don't know how many years
I'm
we've
gonna
done
say
it
11
now.
years, maybe 12.
We've backed everybody on the show.
Okay.
So we act as the
house
house
The
band.
house band. Yeah.
Yeah. So when is that taking place?
That is in May.
Okay.
May
End of May.
End of May. And 31st, I think.
Yeah.
We
Wait,
have
that's-
we have a nice audience in Canada, and so we want to
Yeah.
make sure that everybody up there knows how they can get out to see you.
Oh
Excellent.
goodness, yeah.
Please,
That's
Please do. Well, they come and see us. There was another show that just came in before we logged in here. But if they go to our website, www.thewesternswingauthority.com, then we will list shows as they come. There's some that are not up there yet, but they will be announced soon.
Okay.
And, so there'll be things will be coming up and popping up there. New stuff coming up soon. There's a couple things on there already, but and then so they can come see us. There's a mailing list they can sign up for we can shoot out messages about that, or follow us on social media, and we're always talking about if we're going to be somewhere. Are you still doing those things that you were doing on social media
during the pandemic?
Yeah.
We haven't done it in a couple of years.
We haven't done it in a while.
You should do that. Those were so much fun.
They were so much fun.
Watch you.
Yeah.
Shane and I have actually we do them live now. Like every once in a while, people will ask, and they just want to have some good old country music with a couple of hooligans like us, and so the two of us will just go and do it. But it's online was so fun.
They were tons of fun to watch.
Yes, and it was a special community of people that ended up coming every week.
Yep.
Yeah, that is so cool. Well, we want folks to find you. The westernswingauthority.com is the website.
Yeah.
Follow them, get their music there. I guess your music is on all the platforms.
All the places.
If you can have all the places.
Yeah.
Best place to get it is from your website, though, because nobody takes a cut out of that.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, that's it. And that's where you find all the cool things like, sweatshirts and T-shirts and all those other cool things that
the merch.
The merch.
All right.
But it's all about the music.
It's all about the music. And you're right. It is, I think if you're ever buying music, if you love an artist of whoever it is, if you buy direct from them, then you're
helping more than you know. For
real.
Absolutely.
You might, whatever you spent $20 on something for a CD or DVD, that would be how many streams do you have to make? A bunch.
It's like
thousands to make $20. So
a bunch. Well, you guys are absolutely fantastic. We look forward to having you back again. It's been so much fun to do this, to where we actually are looking at each other.
I know.
It's great.
You can follow us on YouTube and on our website at equestrianlegacy.net, and just look for Equestrian Legacy Radio. And we look forward to seeing you back again soon. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
We're going to close this segment out with a great song. My window faces south. We'll be back in just a moment to talk more with Mary Kaye in just a moment on Live from Nashville. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
My window faces the south. Faces the south. I'm almost halfway to heaven. Snow is falling, still I can see fields of cotton calling to me. Yeah, my window faces the south. Oh yeah, it does. And though I'm far from the Swanee, I'm never frowning or down in the mouth. My window faces the south. Here we go. faces the south. I'm almost halfway to heaven. Snow is falling and still I can see fields of cotton smiling right back at me. My window faces the south. And though I'm far from the Swanee, I'm never frowning or down and look down.
That's right.
My window faces the south. My window faces the south.
I love it. I love it. I love it. My window faces the south. The Western Swing Authority, they have been great guests. We want to take a minute to thank our fine sponsors of Equestrian Legacy Radio. Those are the sponsors you'll find on our website at equestrianlegacy.net. You'll find them in the general store where you'll find everything for the horse lover and folks that love the Western and equestrian lifestyle, and our Legacy Select horse campgrounds and guest ranches. For the finest riding destinations in North America, just look for our Legacy Select horse campgrounds and guest ranches. And you'll find all of those on our website at equestrianlegacy.net. Darling, that was just too much fun.
I know. It just made my day. I love them both. I love the music. And it's been so fun to do this show. I mean, our audience needs to know that you are the magic behind all of the Equestrian Legacy shows. You have such a love for the music, a love for the artists. You put all of this together. 14 years. How
We
many
are
interviews?
celebrating.
How
Yeah,
many
we are.
interviews do you think you've done over 14 years?
Thousands of
So
interviews.
many.
Great guest, and we've
Wow.
developed such good friends from doing that. But thanks for saying all those complimentary things. I
Well,
owe you. I owe you.
It's true.
Yeah,
It's
I
true.
owe you.
You're doing an important work. I mean, some of those artists we don't have with us anymore. So
You know, that's
It's
kind of
special.
a sad thing, because we have so many great performers that have been on the show over the years that are no longer with us any longer. And the cool thing is
you can
Is
find their
that
interviews. Yeah.
all of our shows are archived.
Yeah.
So there are over 1,000 shows that you can go back and listen to just by searching for Equestrian Legacy Radio on
Pretty
iHeart,
cool.
Apple, and Spotify, and all those different things, and our website. Well, we're going to say goodbye for now. We want to invite you to join us again next Tuesday for Live from Nashville, on Thursdays for the Campfire Cafe, and then on Saturdays for Saddle Up America. You can find all of those shows at equestrianlegacy.net, on iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, most streaming platforms, and now
On YouTube.
Thanks to Mary Kaye. She has a face for TV. I do
Aw.
not, but we're bluffing our way through it anyway.
We're
Anyway.
muddling through.
We're muddling through. But anyway, thank you all for joining us today. Wherever you're listening in the world, we appreciate it.
We
And
sure
we're going
do.
to close this show out today with a great song from Miss Kristen Harris. It's called Working Ranch Blues. We'll see you next time on Live from Nashville.
Well, I can get it in one load without a strap, it's fine. I'm just going up the road, I'll drive real slow this time. I won't flood the whole corral next time I fill the trough, 'cause I'll be back in a short while to shut the water off. Got them working ranch blues. Things we tell ourselves everybody knows ain't true. You think by now we'd have paid our dues. Instead I've got them working ranch blues. The cows will never break through that. The twine is nice and tight. But when I have the tools I need, I'll come fix it right. This old truck can make that ditch, she won't make me a liar. As long as they're still holding air, there's miles on her tires. And if we keep riding, we can get them gathered for it's dark. Don't worry, it can't be that far to where the pickup's parked. This horse ain't been rode in months, but that won't mean a thing. She's never bucked with me before, she's only kinda green. Got them working ranch blues. The things we tell ourselves everybody knows ain't true. You think by now we'd have paid our dues. Instead I've got them working ranch blues. I got the trailer tags renewed, or was that last year? Actually, I thought that you said you would do that, dear. But I won't lose my temper next time in the sorting pen, even when you let one by after I holler, hold her in. And if you send me into town to pick up extra feed, I won't come home with a new rope or things that we don't need. This is the last stray I'll bring home, he won't come inside. Well, just for the first day or two, and then we can decide. Got them working ranch blues. The things we tell ourselves everybody knows ain't true. You think by now we'd have paid our dues. Instead I got them working ranch blues. If I'm extra careful, I know I can keep them clean. This will only take a minute and we're running late, since I'll be coming right back through. No need to shut that gate. This is the final straw, we're gonna quit ranching for sure. Well, maybe just another year. At least for now.